is probably my first video and my first post in this channel. My name is Samia and I am legally blind. I'm a white cane user. I've been using my white cane for almost 1 year. And in this video, I want to share my journey getting a guide dog. Very interesting, I know. Actually, I decided to get a guide dog in April. Before that, I didn't want to. I thought, how I'm gonna feel because how I'm gonna feel with a guide dog, everything on the ground in front of me, I can swing it around and feel what's the obstacle, what's in front of me, gap, stairs, up and down, everything I can feel. But in April, I attended the guide dog experience day, which completely changed my life, and I'm so grateful for it. Actually, that was a beginning for a big change in my life, I know. So on that day, I walked with a guide dog. His name was Marty. He was 16 months, and we walked to China Station and back to the place. It was a really good experience. He was so lovely, so kind and nice, so lovely. He is living probably now with his handler now. Yeah, and after that, I applied for a guide dog, to get a guide dog, and I applied, and they sent me, Guide Dog Australia sent me an information package. There is the assessment before you get your guide dog, and they say yes, you can get a guide dog at this time and at this stage. The first one is over the phone. For me, it was 1.5 hours. It's split to different sessions and different days. After the first session, you probably understand. You will probably understand more, and you would be more certain that you want to get a guide dog or not. Because in the first session, there's lots of questions they would ask you, and you would say yes or no, and you would know that you really wanna or no. After that first assessment, there's 2 assessments as I told you. The second was in person. They came and checked my mobility skill, where I live in my house, whether I am eligible or not. They check my own skill. They record some video. Your mobility skill should be very good, very well. You have to travel on your own very well. Your own skill should be very good. And yeah, after the second session, which was next day, last week on Tuesday, you can watch it in details.
I've been reading the answers to the questions that I asked you in the first part of the guide dog assessment on the phone, and thank you so much for all that information. It's been really good. Today's visit, i.e. the second part of the assessment, is more us looking at how you kind of walk outside, looking at your speed, your ability to judge traffic safely, how you get around using your long cane. I'll be kind of talking about what your remaining vision is like, your hearing, and it's also really useful for me to be on site and have a look at the environment, your home, because should a dog be placed in your home, we need to be sure that the home is clean, it's tidy, you have access to areas where the dog can relieve itself. Okay. So again, I must stress that being a guide dog assessment,
Yes.
Getting a guide dog is it's a very big, it's a big leap.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
a big responsibility. So we've got to really be sure. I've got to be really certain that it's the right thing for you now or in the
Okay.
future. And I think, you know, with the information that we've provided to you, you know, hopefully you'll gain an understanding as to, you know, will this be right for you?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of this session, being the second session, we'll see where we stand. We may need a third session just to really kind of nail a few things down and maybe even see more of you working your long cane, I don't know, in Granville or in busier areas as opposed to the kind of quiet environment around here.
Okay. Places I've been before?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good.
And even places you haven't been.
Wow, that's hard.
It'll be safe. It'll be safe. We wouldn't put you in any danger.
I don't want to fail this assessment.
Yeah, well, you know, it's not even a question of failing. So we're not looking to fail you.
Yeah.
What we're really looking to do is to see if a dog would be of benefit to you
Mm-hmm.
placed at this time. Because I think, you know, you in your own kind of situation, you are a fairly new long cane user. Yeah?
I've been using it for 6 months. The long cane.
Yeah, which is kind of it's not a lot of time, but in that 6 months you've done really well. You know, I've spoken to your orientation mobility instructor, spoken to yourself, and personally I'm amazed at how much you have done and how much you've actually achieved on your own. So to me, this is great,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of points to a future where if you've got this motivation to get out there and be independent,
Yeah.
and to enjoy the process of learning, then, you know, down the track, a dog might well be the exact mobility aid that we're looking for. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. So I think what we'll do now is we will go out and if you can get your cane,
Yes.
and we'll just go for a 20-minute walk so I can see again how you are using your cane. And I'm assuming, you know,
Mm-hmm.
we look at safety always. So, you know, we'll be with you when you're using your cane. And yeah, and fingers crossed. How does that sound?
Good.
Have you-
Yay, that was the assessment, the first the second assessment, and the third session. He said he cannot make a decision now and today because I never had a guide dog. Yes, definitely I never had a guide dog, and even I never had a pet dog before. And they said we should arrange a day for you to go to guide dog center, and we will teach you how to groom, and you would walk with the dog, the guide dog, for a short while. And yeah, which was today. It was so good. Again, you can watch it in details.
Good afternoon. I'm Isaac Mascall, the Dog Training and Client Services Manager. I'm just here with Samira. You had some questions about guide dogs?
Yes, and today I'm here for part of my assessment. So I'd like to know where we do here like you do here in Glossolalia.
Sure. Yeah. So we've got 2 offices based in Sydney. One in St Leonard's, which is our head office, and that's where our fundraising, marketing, HR teams run. And we've also got a low vision clinic there and some other services. But Glossolia is our dog site. So this is where we breed, train and raise all of our dogs to become guide dogs. So out here we have a fully functional vet clinic, 3 kennels, a training team, and some guide dog mobility instructors that work with clients that want to explore guide dog mobility.
Okay, nice. And all dogs were graduated from here. I'd like to ask, what breeds do you use here?
Yeah, so we're exclusively using Labradors at the moment in New South Wales. Some other schools around the world use some different breeds. They could use Poodles or Newfoundland Terriers. But yeah, we're exclusively using Labradors.
Okay, all guide dogs in Australia are Labrador?
Correct. We do have some, a bit of golden retriever that sneaks in there every now and again,
Yes.
but mainly Labradors, yeah.
Okay, nice. And at what age they qualify?
So the dogs that we breed and train have a little bit of a journey. So when they're about between 8 to 12 weeks old, they go out into our volunteers' homes as puppies with our puppy raisers, and they'll stay with them for about 12 to 14 months to work on their foundation training and obedience. And then at about 14 months of age, they come into the guide dog centre for their formal guide dog training, and they spend around 20 weeks going through their guide dog training. And so once they reach an age of sort of around 2 years old, they complete that journey and become guide dogs.
Guide dogs, so nice. They can work until 9 or 10?
Yeah, look, like people, they're all different. So we start to increase our involvement with our clients once the dogs get to around 8 years of age, just to make sure that they're healthy and still enjoying doing their working life. But they can certainly work up to 10 years of age and sometimes even longer.
10 years, okay, nice. And after that, they will retire, and where will they will stay?
That's a really good question. So there's a few options there, but sometimes the client will choose once they retire to keep the dog on as a pet, as they often become part of the family. But sometimes it can be difficult if they're getting another replacement dog.
Yes.
It could be difficult to manage 2 dogs in the home. So we can assist clients with rehoming guide dogs, and they could go to a family member or a friend, or potentially some of our volunteers or the original puppy raisers that raised them when they were really young.
Yes.
Would love to take them back as well.
Okay. They will be in a safe place anyway.
Yeah.
Nice.
So this is where we do all of our work.
Okay, nice. Here today I'm at the guide dog center in Golosodia, is that right?
Yes.
And I have Fifi. Is it? her name
Yep,
is
Fifi.
And I will groom. You'll teach. Oh. Yeah, I'll groom.
I'll teach you how to groom her.
Yes,
Yeah.
for the first time.
Yep.
And it'll go through the top coat and actually get some of the undercoat out. So Labradors have 2 layers of coat, and there's a really fluffy undercoat, and you can't really feel the difference. She's just fluffy all over. But sometimes they have a bit more of a coarse top coat. And so what we're going to do is we'll just move the brush with the spiky bits facing her. Yep. And we'll move it. You can be quite firm with it because they quite like it. It's almost like a massage brush. So you can push quite hard and it'll pick up little bits of loose fur as you go.
Do we do it in order, like starting from vertical top?
Yeah, so the way I like to do it is kind of, if you move up a little further towards her head here, yep, that's her neck, and then you can sort of start there, and that way if any hair falls down, you'll get it later when it's lower down. And you can be even a little harder than that, she likes it. Yeah.
I don't want to hurt
No,
them.
it doesn't hurt them at all, they're used to it. Yep. And then you can move down to like her shoulder blades a bit, and the other hand coming behind, so you'll sort of, so swap hands again, yep, there, yep, and then brush, and you sort of brush with your hand and the brush at the same time, and that just helps get any loose fur off as well. And that way as well, you'll feel if there's any lumps or bumps that we need to see about. Yes, yep, you're doing perfectly. Yep. And tell you what, I'll ask her to lay down now. Fifi, drop. Good girl. So she's laid down, and you can actually brush down her back end a bit more towards her hips. Yep, there you go. And the side of her back leg there, it's quite a big area, and the back of them, so sort of the hips and their back legs is where they'll lose the most fur as well, for some reason. Yep, yep. There you go. Very nice. She's rested her head down now, she likes it. They find it quite relaxing normally. I'll let you try a different brush too. We've got here, this one is a double-sided one, so it's kind of like, that one's like a human hairbrush. Actually both sides are a bit like a human hairbrush. And you can try a brush with that and see. So it's just it doesn't, whichever side, both sides work. So it just, some people like those brushes, some people like the Zoom grooms, it's just a personal preference. But yeah.
But which one does she like?
She likes both. She just likes being here with us, I think. So, most of our dogs really like the physical touch, like even you patting her, she's enjoying that one-on-one time. And you can even, while you're grooming her, you can feel down her legs all the way to her feet. follow them down. Yep. So you're at her back heel here. If you follow down, her foot is actually quite long. So this is her toes here. You can feel them. Yeah, and that's her nails. So she has 4 toes on her back feet, and they all have little nails. Yeah. And you can feel her tail as well if you follow down her back. Yeah, and follow down there. That's her tail. So it's quite fluffy. And some of the dogs don't love it being brushed, but they get used to it. She likes it. She doesn't mind. Yeah.
This side feels different. Like this side is quite similar to this.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
but this side is different.
Yeah. They all kind of pick up
They
a
like
different. She's like, who's used this brush before? I can smell them. And you can sort of, if you want to come to the front under her head, yeah. Stay. Good girl. She's sitting up now, but that's okay. You can feel her chest here. So that's a good spot to brush as well. They're quite right. And even all the way up to like her neck, you can feel it's if you go above the collar, there's a bit of flabby skin there. That's because she's a bit older. That's just a bit of loose skin.
She's a delight.
She's really nice.
She's a very sweet girl.
She's got really good opinion.
Yeah. Samira, I think by the smile on your face, I think you're enjoying this too, yeah?
Yeah. So you can feel down to her front feet as well. And you'll actually feel, so she has 4 toes on the front as well, but then she also has almost like a thumb. If you come up there, that's her little, so she's got a nail there as well. She's got 5 on each of the front ones.
How long is this?
Yeah, that's every dog's fine.
I didn't know.
Yeah, they're a bit different.
I think the both of you, Samira, after driving here for an hour and a half, and Fifi are looking a bit sleepy.
She does look like she could.
It's very relaxing. I'm kind of thinking, there we go.
And you can feel, we don't normally brush, but you can feel the outside of the ears up here. Yeah, there you go. They're normally the softest part of the dog. Yeah. So she knows the word ears. When we have to check them, we will say ears and flip it up, and you can see that's the inside of the ear there. And she's used to that being checked. We normally bath them once a month or so. So she just had a bath on Sunday, so that's why she's so fluffy.
So Samira, you're lucky. Lizzie's chosen you a very calm, polite, well-behaved dog. Sometimes they're a lot more unruly and excitable. So it's also an obedience exercise where you've really got to kind of take control of your dog and let them know that they have to sit still while this is happening. Yeah.
All dogs is not calm.
So she is very well behaved.
I can swap her out for a...
No, I think we will. But okay, is
Yeah.
all good?
Is she always like this all the time?
Yeah, pretty much.
How are you?
She's a bit older too.
By all means. My word, there's a big group of you. Yeah, please do.
We're going into the kitchen now.
Sure.
Ready guys, so we're just gonna go straight.
Samira, how was that?
So nice. I can't say how good it was.
Yeah. So were you surprised at how big the dog was, or, did anything surprise you in that?
Yes, their food. I didn't know that their food, they have nails.
Yep.
Like, I have all, I know the nails are like us
Yep.
on the ground, but I didn't know they have a nail like up in here.
Yeah.
I
It's
didn't
called the Dew Claw.
know. Dew claw.
D-E-W, claw. All right, Lizzie's coming in behind you now. And, oh,
This is Lola, and she is a little more interactive.
can I just intervene? So Lola is a black Labrador. Did you want to wear something over your beautiful white cardigan?
She'll just like black fur.
Yeah, would you like that?
Lola. Yeah. You can feel her coat's a bit more wiry. Yeah, not as soft. It just depends on the dog. And she's trying to wriggle away. She's giving kisses. She's more of a cuddly sort of dog. So she's wagging her tail a lot. She's happy to be here. She's less obedient. She's obedient, but but
So what age is she, Lizzie?
she's probably 3. So she's had some of our puppies as well. So she's here. But you can ask her, if you want to ask her to sit, you can say, oh, she heard me say it and she did it. But you can say sit, and the hand movement that we'll do is a palm up towards the sky. So flip over, yep, and that's a sit. Yep, and then she's done it. And then if you point your finger down to the table that she's sitting on, yep, that's a down. So that's what she's doing. And you can try brush her if you want to. That might be the one for her type of coat. So if you push really hard, I reckon you'll get a fair bit of fur off her, because I can really see there's some coming off her. Trying to get both sides of her back over to the left of her as well. You can feel it coming off. Yeah, I'll put the hand. Nicely done.
Okay.
It was a very nice experience.
You're welcome.
And we've won two really good friends. There we go. Okay. Okay, Samira, we're coming out to meet guide dog instructor Bella, and Bella's charge is by the name of Lean.
Hi, Bella.
Hi, nice to meet you.
This is Samira.
This is Lane. Lane, you gonna say hi? Hi, Lane. How are you?
Can you tell us a little bit about her? What stage of training she's at?
Yeah, so she's towards the end of her training.
Oh, she will graduate soon.
Yeah. So we're looking at getting her a client soon. So hopefully we can organise some trial walks and things like that for her soon, and yeah, find her person. So
Hopefully, I am the person.
yeah.
Aw. And what are her kind of strengths and weaknesses, if any?
Yeah, so Lean is very high energy, so that's great for our guide dogs. We
Yep.
like them to be ready to work and things like that. She's got really good destination work, so finding the pole, finding the counter, finding seats, things like that. And yeah, that's kind of her.
She's hey, good girl.
What was her name?
Lean. Yeah.
And how would you spell that?
L-E-E-N.
Lean. Okay, so the plan, Samira, is for us, you and I, to walk her in harness, and just emphasizing that she still is in training, and this isn't a dog that kind of would be considered for you, because she's coming up to, I suppose, the end of her training. So yeah, but let's go out, let's have a walk, let's enjoy it, see how you feel, and we can report back later, hey? Cool. All right, so first things first, I'm going to have a lead on her as well. She is very attached to Bella, so she will turn around and try and find out where Bella is, because she doesn't know you, she doesn't know me. So we're going to take it nice and easy. Being your first time working, well, second time working with a dog, we're going to take it slowly, and we're going to stop, start, hopefully in an effort to make her a little bit more relaxed. Okay. So if you want to, just move up towards her head and shoulders. That's it. A little bit further up towards her, where her head is. Beautiful. Now, bend your knees. So bend your both knees, and then feel where the handle is. Okay, and pick that handle up. Good. Yeah, you remember from your experience there? That's really good. I didn't have to teach you that at all. Well done, Samira. Okay, I'm going to put a lead on her. Now, important that we stand nice and tall. So you both feet together. That's it. This first part could be a little bit tricky. I think we should have really started at the front of the building, but hey, let's give it a go anyway. So a little quiet. So if she makes any noises like that, you can be really nice, be soft, be gentle, but be firm and say quiet. Okay. So with your right hand, I just want you to bring your right hand in front of your body like that and say forward. Forward. And move. When she moves, you move. Good. Come on, sweetheart. Right on. Just stand nicely tall. Straight ahead. And we're going to tell it to find the curve. Find the curve. That was really good. First, that's your, you kind of first experience of doing this, I'm sure. So try and relax the hands now. Again, move up to the head and shoulders. You come right up to where his ears are. Yep. When you're ready, if you do that same, give that same command, right arm and say forward. Good. We're going to turn to the right on the move. That's it. Good. Now, really relax this hand on. Good. Relax your shoulders. I'm going to be quiet and you just enjoy walking, yeah? Good job, she's good. Oh, you see that? She does like you. Good. Is this the speed you like? She has a really good speed. Okay, good. You know your posture is lovely. Your posture is upright, you're looking straight ahead. You look confident. You're not even looking back to see what Bella is.
That's great.
Come up to the right, take the forward. Up, step. Okay. So just when you're ready, same movement with the right arm. Forward. Just go to the right of Bella. Good job. So encourage her pass. So the aim with us now is to try and get her really focused on you. So you can use your voice. Let's go. Yeah, you want to give that a go? Very good. Try spreading the fingers out on your left hand. So spread them all across the length of the handle. And we're just quietly going to stop her here. So you see, yeah, very good. And again, move up to her head and shoulders. So, with the guide dog, you are the one in charge. You're in control. But it's got to be done in a nice, kind of sensitive way. Using your voice is a really, really nice way of letting her know what we want from her. Okay. Again, spread the fingers out in the left hand. So that's it. So the handle will tell you when she's moving left and when she's moving right. And the handle will also tell you when she's speeding up and slowing down. Alright, so it's a very simple walk. There's no obstacles involved on this walk today, Samira. But that's alright, you know. This is how we always start guide dog programs. In very simple, uncomplicated kind of environment. I don't think that... Okay. So let's give her the forward command again when you're ready. And we'll just go up to the end of the driveway here and then turn back. Ready?
Come on, man.
Good.
Yay, nice. Good job.
That's it. That's a great voice. Good. And move right up to where her ears are. So move right up, tell her stay. That's to keep her nice and straight. To hang back. Do you notice she's not as keen to go back?
Yeah, she likes slowly now.
She wants to go further, but so if you tell her up. So
Up, up, man.
up, and you walk faster.
Up, up, man.
There we go.
Yay. Good. Wait, where's the girl?
I know, it was so good, so lovely. I'm terrible at remembering name, but I do remember the name, the guide dog's name, two of them that I grew up and walked with them, Fifi and Lynn. So lovely and cute, I already miss them. I hope the position and light and everything is good at this part of video because I'm recording it and hopefully it is. For the rest of the video, everyone was involved in my assessment. They helped me to record this video. Thanks so much if you're watching me. Thanks a lot. And yeah, it was the fourth session and the second assessment and the final session, final assessment. And the decision and the result is yes. It is yes. It is yes. Yay. It is yes. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that I am sitting here and saying that the decision is yes. And from now until I get my guide dog, it may take up to 6 months. I think the maximum time is 6 months. I think, like, it's different for it might be different for anybody. I know someone who got his first guide dog in 6 weeks. I know that is super fast. Hopefully it won't take too long, and I'm saying this to myself. Wait patiently, Samir. Wait patiently. In this meantime, I should improve my honor skill and know more places, and later on I can go and explore with my guide dog later, hopefully. Yes, I'm so grateful and so happy and so excited. I will have a guide dog, a bestie 24/7 living with me. Oh, so good, even when I imagine. And maybe one day I'll share my journey, how I started using my cane. But I'm saying this, that it was terrible. The first session, it was terrible. First time I held the cane, I still remember that moment. But I'm grateful that I don't hate my cane anymore, and I love it now. I like it now, and that's good. I think before I start and move to a new chapter, my mind changed. It took a long time for me, but that was a good change. I think I shouldn't talk anymore. If you leave me, I would talk about getting a guide dog, about dogs, maybe for hours. But yes, that was my journey getting a guide dog. I know, like, it's until he. And thanks so much. See you next time.